When we talk about blackheads, most people imagine these tiny dark dots as dirt that's stuck under their skin, and that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there. They're not dirt. What you're actually seeing is your skin doing its natural job, but in overdrive. Every pore on your face contains a hair follicle and a sebaceous gland that produces oil called sebum, which keeps your skin soft and moisturized. When your body produces too much of this oil, or when dead skin cells pile up faster than your pores can handle, that mixture gets trapped inside. When the top of that clogged pore is exposed to air, the sebum oxidizes. That's what gives it that dark blackish appearance. It's not grime, it's chemistry, and understanding that changes how you approach your skin completely. The mistake a lot of people make is attacking those little spots with force. They scrub, they squeeze, they pick, thinking they're cleaning out dirt, but all they're really doing is irritating the skin and sometimes pushing the blockage deeper, which can lead to inflammation or even scarring. The truth is, blackheads don't need to be punished. They need to be treated gently and smartly. Once you realize that these are natural blockages caused by overactive oil glands, hormonal changes, or even using the wrong skincare products, you stop trying to fight your skin and start working with it. That's the real beginning of clear, healthy skin. Now, everyone's skin behaves a little differently. Some people produce more oil, especially in the T-zone, the forehead, nose, and chin, where sebaceous glands are the most active. Others may have smaller pores that still manage to clog easily because of buildup from makeup, sweat, or environmental pollution. The point is, blackheads are universal. They don't discriminate. You can have them whether you're a teenager or in your 50s. They're simply your skin's way of saying it needs balance. When you start to look at blackheads from this perspective, you understand that the goal isn't to make your skin completely oil-free, because your skin actually needs oil. Stripping it too much can backfire, triggering your body to produce even more oil to compensate. The real goal is regulation, not elimination. Think of it as teaching your skin how to breathe properly again. You want to keep the pores clear and functioning, not suffocating under excess buildup. And let's be honest, blackheads are stubborn little things. They're patient. You can wash your face every night and still see them popping up. That's because cleansing alone isn't enough if you're not removing the buildup deep inside the pores. But here's the secret, you can't force them out either. Aggressive scrubbing or using harsh exfoliants may give temporary satisfaction, but will ultimately damage your skin barrier. That's like trying to solve a problem by creating another one. A better approach starts with understanding your skin's rhythm. Your skin is constantly renewing itself, shedding dead cells daily. If those dead cells don't get removed properly, they mix with oil and form that clog. So, regular gentle exfoliation and cleansing play a huge role in keeping pores clear, but equally important is hydration. People often think oily or acne-prone skin doesn't need moisture. Completely false. When your skin is dehydrated, it panics and produces even more oil. Hydrated skin is balanced skin, and balanced skin is far less likely to develop blackheads. Another thing to keep in mind is that blackheads aren't just a surface issue. They're part of a cycle that reflects what's happening underneath. Hormonal fluctuations, stress, diet, and even sleep can all influence oil production and poor behavior. When you eat high glycemic foods or don't get enough rest, your body produces more cortisol, that stress hormone that can throw oil glands into chaos. So while products help, lifestyle plays just as big of a role in preventing blackheads. And let's not forget, sometimes the products you use to treat your skin can be the ones causing the problem. Heavy moisturizers, certain makeup formulas, and even sunscreen can clog pores if they're not labeled non-comedogenic. Your skin absorbs what you put on it, so the lighter and cleaner your skincare, the happier your pores will be. Every ingredient matters, and knowing what's going on to your skin is just as important as knowing what's coming out of it. When you really understand what blackheads are, you stop seeing them as enemies and start seeing them as indicators. They're little messages from your skin telling you that something needs attention, maybe your cleansing routine, your hydration, or your stress levels. Once you listen to what your skin is saying, instead of trying to silence it, you gain control. You create the kind of environment where blackheads don't thrive. That's the power of knowledge and patience, and it's the first real step to deep, lasting clarity. Because the secret to blackhead removal doesn't start with extraction tools or fancy creams. It starts with understanding your skin, respecting its process, and letting that knowledge guide every move you make. Before you even think about removing a blackhead, you have to start with preparation, and I mean real preparation. Most people jump right into squeezing, thinking they can just press it out and be done, but your skin doesn't work that way. You wouldn't perform surgery without sterilizing your tools first, And the same logic applies to extractions. Proper prep isn't just about making the process easier. It's about protecting your skin, minimizing damage, and ensuring that once the blackhead is gone, it doesn't leave behind redness, irritation, or even a scar. It's the difference between a clean extraction and a painful mistake. The very first thing you need to do is start with a clean canvas. Wash your face with a gentle cleanser, something that removes oil, dirt, and impurities without stripping your skin completely dry. If your cleanser leaves your face feeling tight or squeaky, that's a sign it's too harsh. You want your skin to feel fresh, not punished. This initial step is more important than most people realize because any leftover makeup, sunscreen, or debris sitting on the surface can actually push bacteria into the pores during extraction. So this first cleanse is like clearing the stage before the real work begins. Once your face is clean, the next step is to open those pores, and the best, safest way to do that is with heat and moisture. Steam is your best friend here. It softens the oil and dead skin trapped inside your pores, loosens up the blockages, and makes the blackheads easier to remove without excessive pressure. You can do this by taking a warm shower or simply leaning over a bowl of hot water with a towel over your head to trap the steam. 5 to 10 minutes is all you need. Some people like to use a warm compress instead. Just soak a clean towel in hot water, wring it out, and place it gently over your face. It's simple, soothing, and surprisingly effective. Here's what makes this step so powerful. Steam doesn't just open pores physically, it also increases blood circulation to your skin. That means your skin becomes more receptive to any treatment or product you apply afterward. It's like warming up your muscles before a workout. You're prepping your skin to perform better and heal faster. Skipping this step is like trying to remove a cork from a bottle without loosening it first. You'll only end up forcing it and potentially damaging the neck of the bottle. Once the pores are softened, it's time to prep your hands and tools. And this is where hygiene becomes non-negotiable. Wash your hands thoroughly and, if possible, use disposable gloves. If you plan to use a come-down extractor, sanitize it with rubbing alcohol first. You don't want bacteria anywhere near an open pore because that's how breakouts happen. Even the smallest bit of contamination can turn a simple blackhead extraction into an inflamed blemish that lingers for days. At this point, it's also smart to use a toner or a gentle exfoliant containing salicylic acid or glycolic acid. This helps dissolve any leftover oil or debris sitting on the skin's surface and clears the way for smoother extractions. Think of it like loosening the soil around a plant before you pull it out. It just makes everything come out cleaner. The mindset here matters too. When you prepare your skin properly, you're not just setting up for a physical task, you're setting the tone for patience and care. Rushing through it or skipping steps because you're in a hurry often leads to irritation or uneven results. Your skin responds best when you treat it gently and consistently. Preparation isn't glamorous, but it's what gives you that polished, healthy finish afterward. And remember, not all blackheads are ready to be removed even after proper prep. Some are deeper or more compacted, and trying to force those out can cause more harm than good. Preparation helps you identify which blackheads are ready to come out easily. If it doesn't glide out with light pressure, leave it for another day. Sometimes waiting a little longer saves your skin a lot of trauma. People often underestimate the emotional side of skincare too. There's something calming about slowing down, taking time to care for your skin, and being gentle with yourself in the process. It's not just a ritual for your face, it's a moment to reset. That mindfulness actually affects how your skin responds. When you're relaxed, your skin is less reactive, less inflamed, and heals faster. So when it comes to blackhead removal, don't think of preparation as a boring pre-step. Think of it as the foundation of everything that follows. It's the part that ensures your skin stays healthy and glowing long after the blackhead is gone. Because the secret isn't in how forcefully you extract, it's in how carefully you prepare. Now that the skin is clean, soft, and prepped, this is where the real magic happens. The extraction itself. And I know this is the part everyone looks forward to because there's something oddly satisfying about watching a blackhead come out cleanly. But here's the truth. The satisfaction should never come at the expense of your skin's health. If you go in too aggressively or use the wrong technique, you can end up doing far more harm than good. Safe extraction is about control, not force. It's a balance between precision, patience, and respect for the skin's natural barrier. The biggest mistake people make is thinking pressure equals progress. You don't need to push hard to get results. When you apply too much pressure, you're not just pressing on a clogged pore, you're pressing on surrounding tissue, risking inflammation, bruising, or even permanent scarring. The goal is to gently coax the blackhead out, not squeeze it into submission. If it doesn't come out easily, that means it's not ready. The safest and most effective extractions happen when the pore is softened, the blockage is loose, and you're using minimal pressure. The simplest and safest method at home involves using clean fingers wrapped in tissues. The tissue acts as a barrier that prevents your nails or fingers from directly damaging the skin. Place your fingers around the blackhead, not on top of it, and apply gentle. Even pressure with a slight rocking motion. This helps lift the blockage rather than forcing it downward. You're not digging, you're guiding. If nothing comes out after a couple of tries, stop. It's always better to wait and treat the area with a little exfoliation and hydration over the next few days than to traumatize it trying to win a battle your skin isn't ready for. If you prefer using a come-down extractor, that's fine, but it has to be sanitized properly. And you need to know how to use it. The looped end should rest lightly on the skin, centered over the blackhead. Apply slow, gentle pressure and glide it across the area. Never press down hard or drag the tool aggressively. Remember, this tool is designed to assist you, not replace good technique. Whether you're using fingers or a tool, what matters most is being gentle and deliberate. You're working with the skin, not against it. One important thing people forget during extraction is to pay attention to the feedback your skin is giving you. If the area starts to look red, swollen, or painful, that's your cue to stop. Healthy skin should never feel like it's under attack. You're aiming for controlled precision, not chaos. After you finish with 1 or 2 extractions, give your skin a moment to breathe. Don't go on a squeezing spree. Overworking an area can lead to irritation and broken capillaries, especially around the nose or cheeks where the skin is thinner. Something else worth mentioning, not every bump you see is a blackhead. Sometimes people mistake sebaceous filaments or closed comedones for blackheads. Those are natural parts of the skin's oil regulation system, and trying to extract them will only cause unnecessary damage. Real blackheads have a distinct dark tip, and when you remove them correctly, you'll see a tiny plug followed by a clear, open pore. That's when you know you've done it right. Once you finish the extractions, resist the urge to keep touching or inspecting the area. This is a critical time when your pores are temporarily open and more vulnerable to bacteria. Cleanse again gently, just to remove any residue, and then use a toner or a mild antiseptic to calm the skin. Products with witch hazel, salicylic acid, or tea tree oil are great options. They reduce inflammation and minimize the chance of post-extraction breakouts. You want to give your skin a clean slate to start healing. Safe extractions aren't just about removing the blackheads you see. They're about protecting the ones you don't. Every time you handle your skin correctly, you strengthen its resilience. You teach it how to recover, how to balance itself, and how to stay clearer for longer. This process should feel like self-care, not punishment. There's no reason to rush it. The calmer you are, the better your skin responds. And let's not forget, a good extraction doesn't end when the blackhead pops out. It ends when your skin looks calm, clean, and comfortable. That's how you know you've done it safely, because real skincare isn't about instant gratification. It's about long-term results that come from treating your skin with patience, consistency, and care. When you master that kind of touch, you're not just clearing your pores, you're building a healthier relationship with your skin. That's where true beauty begins. After the extractions are done, this is the part most people overlook, the aftercare. And honestly, it's just as important, if not more so, than the extraction itself. Because the moment you remove a blackhead, that pore is temporarily open and vulnerable. Think of it like a tiny open doorway that was just cleared out. It's clean now, but if you don't protect it, bacteria, oil, or even dirt from your fingers can slip right back in. Deep cleansing after extraction is what seals the deal. It keeps the pores clear, calms irritation, and helps your skin recover without redness or breakouts. Right after you finish, your skin needs to be treated gently, almost like it's been through a workout. You've just applied pressure, open pores, and maybe caused some slight inflammation. So now it's time to soothe and restore. Start by washing your face again, but this time use a mild, fragrance-free cleanser. You don't want anything harsh that could sting or dry out your freshly cleaned skin. This step removes any leftover oil, debris, or bacteria that might still be lingering after the extractions. Pat your face dry with a clean towel. Never rub, because friction can cause irritation or micro tears, especially when your skin is freshly treated. Next comes the balancing act, toning. A gentle toner helps close and tighten the pores while restoring your skin's pH, but it has to be the right kind. Avoid alcohol-based toners that can strip moisture and cause more oil production later on. Instead, look for ingredients like witch hazel, rosewater, or green tea extract, natural options that calm inflammation and purify without being aggressive. This is also a great moment to use products containing salicylic acid or niacinamide if your skin tolerates them. They penetrate the pores and help prevent new blockages from forming. The key is moderation. You're refreshing the skin, not overwhelming it. After toning, your skin needs hydration, even if it's oily or acne prone. A lot of people make the mistake of skipping moisturizer after extractions because they fear it will clog their pores again. But that's a myth. When you remove blackheads, your skin loses some of its natural moisture barrier, and if you don't replenish it, your body will respond by producing even more oil to compensate. That's the start of another cycle of congestion. Choose a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer with ingredients like hyaluronic acid or ceramides. These help repair the skin barrier, restore hydration, and keep your skin supple without adding unnecessary oil. Hydration isn't the enemy, it's the balance your skin is craving. If your skin feels a little warm or sensitive after extractions, apply something soothing. A cool compress, aloe vera gel, or a calming serum can work wonders. Products with chamomile or Centella asiatica are also great for reducing redness and speeding up healing. And if you notice slight swelling or irritation, an ice cube wrapped in a clean cloth for a few seconds can calm it instantly. It's simple, gentle, and helps your skin settle back into balance. One more step that makes a huge difference. Keep your hands off your face. It's tempting to touch the smooth areas or inspect your work in the mirror, but that's how bacteria and oil sneak back in. Remember, those pores are freshly cleared, and even a light touch can reintroduce dirt. The less you interfere now, the faster your skin will recover and stay clear. Post-extraction care also extends beyond the products. It's about protecting your skin for the next 24 hours. Avoid direct sun exposure, skip makeup if possible, and don't apply exfoliants or retinoids right after. Your skin needs time to heal, and harsh products can cause peeling or sensitivity. If you must go outside, always use sunscreen, preferably mineral-based, with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Sun protection is non-negotiable because UV exposure on freshly treated skin can cause dark spots or uneven pigmentation. What's amazing about proper aftercare is that you can actually see the difference the next day. The pores look tighter, the skin tone more even, and everything feels smoother and healthier. You're not just cleaning the surface, you're nurturing the skin beneath. Every product you apply afterward works better because there's no barrier of oil or dead cells blocking absorption. You've created the perfect foundation for your skincare to perform at its best. The most rewarding part of this process isn't just seeing clear pores, it's knowing you did it safely, gently, and correctly. You took the time to clean, calm, and protect your skin rather than punish it. That's what transforms a basic routine into a ritual, one that your skin responds to with radiance and resilience. Because clear skin doesn't come from force, it comes from care. And when you learn to treat your skin with that kind of respect, it shows every single time you look in the mirror. Once your skin is clean, the pores are clear, and you've done your aftercare, the real challenge begins, keeping it that way. Blackheads always find a way to come back if you don't change the habits that created them in the first place. Prevention isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about giving your skin what it needs regularly so it doesn't have to cry out for help through clogged pores. The goal is not to fight blackheads every week, but to make your skin strong enough that they barely show up at all. The foundation of prevention starts with routine. You can't deep clean once in a while and expect lasting results. Your pores are like little doorways. They collect what you expose them to everyday oil, pollution, sweat, and makeup. Cleansing consistently morning and night is your first line of defense. Use a mild cleanser in the morning to remove overnight oil and one in the evening that breaks down sunscreen, makeup, and daily buildup. And always take your time. Rushing through a cleanse is like mopping the floor without lifting the dirt. The goal is clean skin, not stripped skin. Over-cleansing can irritate and dry it out, pushing your old glands to overcompensate, and that's how new blackheads form. Exfoliation is another essential part of prevention, but it's often misunderstood. People think more exfoliation equals clearer skin, but that's not true. Overdoing it can backfire. The skin surface needs a balance, enough exfoliation to keep pores from clogging, but not so much that it damages the protective barrier. 2 to 3 times a week is ideal. Chemical exfoliants with ingredients like salicylic acid or glycolic acid are gentle yet effective. They penetrate the pores, dissolve trapped oil, and encourage healthy cell turnover. You're not scrubbing your way to clear skin, you're teaching your skin to renew itself naturally. Moisturizing might seem counterintuitive for preventing blackheads, but it's crucial. Many people with oily or acne-prone skin skip this step, thinking moisture makes things worse. In reality, when the skin is dehydrated, it panics and produces more oil, leading to even more congestion. Using a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer keeps the skin's hydration balanced and signals to your old glands that they don't need to overwork. A well-hydrated skin surface is smooth, flexible, and far less likely to trap oil and debris inside the pores. Beyond products, prevention has a lot to do with habits. Touching your face throughout the day transfers bacteria and oil directly to your skin. The same goes for your phone screen pillowcases and makeup brushes. all of them can harbor buildup that clogs pores. Cleaning these regularly might seem like a small thing, but it makes a big difference. Skincare isn't just what you put on your face, it's how you treat everything that comes into contact with it. Another key factor is what you put inside your body. The skin is an organ, and it reflects what's happening internally. Diets high in sugar and processed foods can increase inflammation and oil production, while foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamins A and E help maintain healthy cell function. Staying hydrated is equally vital. When your skin lacks moisture from within, it tries to compensate with more oil on the surface. And let's not forget stress. When your stress hormones spike, your oil glands become more active. Managing stress through rest, exercise, or mindfulness isn't just good for your mind, it's therapy for your skin too. Consistency also means protecting your skin daily from environmental stressors. Pollution, dust, and especially UV rays all contribute to clogged pores and premature aging. Sunscreen is non-negotiable. Look for one that's oil-free and designed for acne-prone skin. Skipping sunscreen can cause your skin to thicken over time, trapping oil beneath the surface and worsening congestion. Protecting your skin barrier helps it stay smooth, resilient, and capable of defending itself naturally. Finally, prevention is about knowing your skin and listening to it. Some days it needs more moisture, other days a deep cleanse, and sometimes it just needs rest. You don't have to do everything every day. Overloading your routine with products can cause just as much imbalance as neglecting it altogether. Skincare should be intentional, not reactionary. Once you find what works for you, stick to it. Progress in skincare doesn't come overnight. It comes from small, consistent actions that add up over time. When you follow these habits, blackheads stop being a constant frustration and become a rare visitor. Your pores start to behave better, your texture improves, and your skin looks naturally radiant. And that's when you realize clear skin isn't just about what you remove, it's about what you prevent. Prevention isn't a single product or step, it's a lifestyle of care, patience, and understanding that keeps your skin clear long after the blackheads are gone. Once your skin is clean, the pores are clear, and you've done your aftercare, the real challenge begins, keeping it that way. Blackheads always find a way to come back if you don't change the habits that created them in the first place. Prevention isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about giving your skin what it needs regularly so it doesn't have to cry out for help through clogged pores. The goal is not to fight blackheads every week, but to make your skin strong enough that they barely show up at all. The foundation of prevention starts with routine. You can't deep clean once in a while and expect lasting results. Your pores are like little doorways. They collect what you expose them to: everyday oil, pollution, sweat, and makeup. Cleansing consistently morning and night is your first line of defense. Use a mild cleanser in the morning to remove overnight oil and one in the evening that breaks down sunscreen, makeup, and daily buildup. And always take your time. Rushing through a cleanse is like mopping the floor without lifting the dirt. The goal is clean skin, not stripped skin. Over-cleansing can irritate and dry it out, pushing your oil glands to overcompensate, and that's how new blackheads form. Exfoliation is another essential part of prevention, but it's often misunderstood. People think more exfoliation equals clearer skin, but that's not true. Overdoing it can backfire. The skin surface needs a balance, enough exfoliation to keep pores from clogging, but not so much that it damages the protective barrier. 2 to 3 times a week is ideal. Chemical exfoliants with ingredients like salicylic acid or glycolic acid are gentle yet effective. They penetrate the pores, dissolve trapped oil, and encourage healthy cell turnover. You're not scrubbing your way to clear skin, you're teaching your skin to renew itself naturally. Moisturizing might seem counterintuitive for preventing blackheads, but it's crucial. Many people with oily or acne-prone skin skip this step, thinking moisture makes things worse. In reality, when the skin is dehydrated, it panics and produces more oil, leading to even more congestion. Using a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer keeps the skin's hydration balanced and signals to your oil glands that they don't need to overwork. A well-hydrated skin surface is smooth, flexible, and far less likely to trap oil and debris inside the pores. Beyond products, prevention has a lot to do with habits. Touching your face throughout the day transfers bacteria and oil directly to your skin. The same goes for your phone screen, pillowcases, and makeup brushes. All of them can harbor buildup that clogs pores. Cleaning these regularly might seem like a small thing, but it makes a big difference. Skincare isn't just what you put on your face, it's how you treat everything that comes into contact with it. Another key factor is what you put inside your body. The skin is an organ, and it reflects what's happening internally. Diets high in sugar and processed foods can increase inflammation and oil production, while foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamins A and E help maintain healthy cell function. Staying hydrated is equally vital. When your skin lacks moisture from within, it tries to compensate with more oil on the surface. And let's not forget stress. When your stress hormones spike, your oil glands become more active. Managing stress through rest, exercise, or mindfulness isn't just good for your mind, it's therapy for your skin too. Consistency also means protecting your skin daily from environmental stressors. Pollution, dust, and especially UV rays all contribute to clogged pores and premature aging. Sunscreen is non-negotiable. Look for one that's oil-free and designed for acne-prone skin. Skipping sunscreen can cause your skin to thicken over time, trapping oil beneath the surface and worsening congestion. Protecting your skin barrier helps it stay smooth, resilient, and capable of defending itself naturally. Finally, prevention is about knowing your skin and listening to it. Some days it needs more moisture, other days a deep cleanse, and sometimes it just needs rest. You don't have to do everything every day. Overloading your routine with products can cause just as much imbalance as neglecting it altogether. Skincare should be intentional, not reactionary. Once you find what works for you, stick to it. Progress in skincare doesn't come overnight. It comes from small, consistent actions that add up over time. When you follow these habits, blackheads stop being a constant frustration and become a rare visitor. Your pores start to behave better, your texture improves, and your skin looks naturally radiant. And that's when you realize clear skin isn't just about what you remove, it's about what you prevent. Prevention isn't a single product or step, it's a lifestyle of care, patience, and understanding that keeps your skin clear long after the blackheads are gone. Even with the best at-home care, sometimes your skin needs more help than you can safely give it on your own. And that's perfectly okay. There's a point where good intentions and overconfidence can cross into dangerous territory. You might be doing everything right, cleansing regularly, exfoliating, hydrating, but still noticing stubborn blackheads that refuse to budge, or worse, deeper bumps forming under the skin that hurt when you touch them. That's your skin's way of saying, hey, I need professional attention. Knowing when to step back and let an expert handle it isn't giving up, it's smart skincare. At-home care is about maintenance and prevention, not deep correction. Some blackheads form deep in the pore where the blockage is compacted and surrounded by hardened oil. Trying to remove those yourself can lead to broken capillaries, infections, or scarring that lasts much longer than the blackhead ever would have. Professionals have tools, lighting, and magnification that allow them to extract safely and completely. They don't guess. They see what's happening beneath the surface. They also use sterilized instruments and controlled pressure, minimizing trauma while maximizing results. That's not something you can recreate with a bathroom mirror and your fingertips, no matter how careful you are. Dermatologists and licensed estheticians don't just remove what's visible, they also identify patterns. Maybe the blackheads keep appearing in certain areas. The nose, the chin, or even around the temples. That's not random. Those patterns tell a story about your oil production, hormonal balance, or even how your skincare products are interacting with your skin. A professional can help you understand what's really causing the problem. Rather than just treating the symptoms, they'll tailor a routine specifically for your skin type, and sometimes that small shift makes all the difference. There's also a misconception that seeing a professional is only for severe acne or major breakouts. But regular professional cleanings, even a few times a year, can transform your skin's texture and prevent buildup before it turns into something bigger. Think of it as a reset. Just like you visit the dentist to deep clean your teeth, even if you brush daily, your skin benefits from the same kind of maintenance. It's not about dependency, it's about partnership. You handle the daily care, and they handle the precision work that keeps your skin balanced and healthy. For some people, recurring blackheads can be a sign of underlying skin conditions like seborrheic dermatitis or hormonal fluctuations. No amount of home exfoliating will fully fix that. It requires a deeper understanding of what's happening internally. That's where a dermatologist can guide you. They might recommend treatments like chemical peels, microdermabrasion, or light therapy, all designed to clear pores more effectively and encourage new, healthy skin growth. These treatments reach deeper than your hands ever could, and they do it safely. Seeking professional help also takes the guesswork out of product overload. So many people buy 10 different products hoping one of them will be the miracle solution. But sometimes that cocktail of ingredients is doing more harm than good. A professional can simplify your skincare routine and help you focus on what truly works: fewer products, better results, and a lot less frustration. It's also worth mentioning that when your skin feels out of control, it can affect your confidence. You start covering up more, avoiding mirrors, or even skipping social events because your skin doesn't look the way you want it to. A professional doesn't just treat your skin, they restore that confidence. There's something empowering about walking out of a treatment knowing your skin is clean, calm, and glowing, and knowing you didn't have to risk damaging it to get there. But even if you do see a professional, your role in the process doesn't end there. You still have to maintain what they've done. Professional treatments work best when they're paired with consistent home care, gentle cleansing, hydration, sun protection, and avoiding the temptation to pick at your skin between visits. It's teamwork, and your consistency determines how long those results last. The truth is, knowing when to get help is part of good skincare wisdom. It's understanding that you don't have to fix everything yourself. Some extractions belong in expert hands, and that's not weakness. That's responsibility. Because when it comes to your skin, caution always beats regret. In the end, healthy skin isn't about doing everything alone. It's about listening, learning, and sometimes letting the right hands take over. Clear, radiant skin isn't just built on effort, it's built on smart choices, and that's the kind of care that lasts a lifetime.